Hi, and welcome to the Suzanne and
Manny show. Is it Manny show?
yes. That means you just do too many shows, right?
I
Like
do.
like
I'm
you
like,
do
what
a
show
lot
am
of
I on
shows.
today?
You gotta keep you gotta keep it together. I have the same problem, and I'm like, okay, which show am I doing today?
Yeah.
But the good news is that we're the same on all our
That's right.
shows, so
That's
this
right.
way we don't have to actually change the personalities, just
Not at all.
the things that we discuss. But
Right.
yeah, like sometimes I'm like, wait, is it sipping tea with Suzanne? Is it Black in Business? Is it Suzanne and Manny? And there's another show coming, but that's a whole different story.
I don't even know that story yet. We about to find out, I guess. Am I on that show?
No,
No? Okay,
no,
good.
no, no, not that you're not on it. No, we're not sharing that
Not
story
yet.
because it's still in the ideation phase.
Okay, great.
So yeah, but no, welcome.
Exciting. Hi.
Yeah, welcome.
I
Hi.
missed you.
I missed you
I don't know.
too.
Listen, I feel like 2 weeks is too long without you.
It is, but like I can't fit you in every week yet.
I know.
I'm
We'll
working on it. We're working on it.
All
We're
right.
working on
And
it.
truthfully, if I'm gonna be honest, like I shouldn't bite any more off than
No.
I already have because
No.
I'm chewing just fine right
Like
now.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
we don't need the struggle.
No,
Right?
not no, no.
Well, it's so great to see you.
It is so good to see you. It's been a week.
It has.
It's been busy.
Yes.
It's been intense. I am grateful because the fact that we're here in the studio means that we're on this side of the soil.
That's right.
So
We're
I'm
doing
grateful
good.
for that. We're doing good.
Yes.
Like regardless of what's happening in the world, like we're doing good. We're blessed. We have a roof. We have a home. So I am grateful. I mean,
Yes.
yeah, I have my soapbox that I stand on a few times during the week, but and because we're passionate individuals.
You know, the squeaky wheel does not get the grease.
Like now,
And
well,
sometimes in life, there's problems out there that need to be resolved, and they're not getting the attention they need. And some of us need to bring that attention to it. Ain't nothing wrong with
absolutely.
that.
No, absolutely.
So-
But it's been incredible. I know that you are just celebrating all around. You have college
Listen,
graduation, high school
listen.
graduation. So basically, you're broke.
I'm broke. Yes. So we would love a sponsor for this show. So please feel free to reach out.
Like, yeah. So, but yeah, I remember because, like,
Yeah.
there's things like, and,
I didn't think about that when I first had kids. Like, I knew kids were gonna be expensive as far as like bottles and diapers and stuff, but I never realized like then comes college.
everything.
You know what I mean?
There
They say first, what does it say? First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes
Comes
the baby
baby.
carriage.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
What about the college part? They
Listen.
didn't teach me that growing up.
They didn't teach you a lot of things.
Because I paid my own college.
They didn't tell you a lot of things.
No.
And like even then because you want to, and then like after high school and like just all the things and you got to give and like I have great kids. They're like, "Oh, we don't want anything." But then I'm like really want to give them because they don't expect a thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, whoo, but yeah, no.
It's a
good
balance.
times, good
and
times.
Then with that being said, yes, there's needs in my family that I'm supporting as well.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to. I love to be able to do it. I'm honored, as a matter of fact, that
Yeah.
they even trust me and can rely and count on me to be able to even ask.
Yes.
But yeah, times are getting hard. Especially, listen, these colleges aren't cheap, and
Nothing's
there's
cheap.
just a lot.
Nothing's cheap.
We're doing graduation parties right now, and all that stuff is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just the gas to get around right now.
Like-
Ain't cheap just to get around and go buy all the stuff. But how blessed and lucky am I that I am in a position to have an opportunity to celebrate not one, but two educated black men.
I love it.
Graduated
I love
from
it.
college, from Hudson University,
Yes.
going to sports medicine, and the other one graduated from Fitchburg High School, getting ready to go to Fitchburg State University
Yes.
to go into business, and we're not exactly sure
It's okay.
which niche. But there are a couple ideas that he has of things that
Yeah.
are really passions of his. And one thing I instilled in my kids is, if you're going to take the time to go to school and get the degree and pay for said degree, think about what you want to do. Make sure it's something you love. So when you finally have to get out and start working, it's not work. It's your passion. It's something you love, and you don't work for the rest of your life. So that's what my kids are doing, taking their time and,
I love that.
Goals.
I love that for you. Well, no, I'm happy that you're experiencing that. Like my kids are doing lovely. They're doing wonderful.
Yes.
I mean, they are kind of at the tail end of the school year.
Yes. How they
So,
doing?
I
How they
mean,
a little restless and ready to get out of
they
there?
are ready, they're
Yeah.
done. And I mean, and the heat's been heating.
Mhm.
Like
Yes.
it's been hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And but no, I mean, I think they're done with school.
Mhm.
And I think that honestly, I think I'm done with it too.
Mhm.
Like in terms, I think they're ready for the summer to
Yeah.
start. But looking forward to, let's see. But they don't know. I'm trying to find them some
Out
summer
of
program.
out of respect for, I don't even know. I guess the fact that it's your child. I don't want to say the name,
Yeah, I'm
but
trying not
the
to.
fact that one of them I've been seeing driving around
Oh
is
my God.
making me feel like a whole old man. How does that make you feel?
Okay, so
A whole
all
driving
right,
baby.
so quick plug here. My daughter's brilliant. Like that was like me, with the tutus, the tiaras, and all that. She's
Yeah.
not like me anymore. She's all sweatpants and hoodie and
Yes.
all that. It's okay. I have healed and I've moved on.
Yep. You'll be
But
alright because
oh
she
yeah,
is amazing in my eyes.
she is
You know who you are, you know I love you,
fantastic.
girl.
So she bought. She was in a car accident last year, and God is good.
Yeah.
She came out of it. She was good, but her car was total. So the hubby and I have been chauffeur as our whole lives. But she worked and she saved and she bought a car. She bought a Standard. And wait, she was
I
a,
can't even drive
like
standard.
she bought a
I'm
Standard
42 whole years
and
old.
she picked
I'm
it
gonna have to
up
have her teach me.
last week, and she, as of yesterday, she is officially driving her Standard all over. Like he taught her.
I want to say your name so bad.
Like I
Congratulations.
yes,
Can I whisper it in your ear?
it's fine. We can call her name. We can call her. You can call her name.
Sarah Jessica, we so proud of you, girl.
Like I was like, what? Like in less than a week, she
Yes.
learned how to drive a Standard,
That's awesome.
and she's paying her car's all paid off, and Mama's is not. Almost.
Yeah,
And paying her insurance and all that. So I'm really, really proud of her. But I was
So
like,
proud of you.
girl,
That's awesome.
like when she said it, I was in my mind, I was like, I know that you can do all things, but I was thinking to myself, like, okay, we gotta like the girl, this is gonna have this car in my driveway for 2 months. Now she's good and she's out there. And I told her she couldn't drive with it because Paul teaches Standard. So now I just
so Paul's the one I
like,
need to get lessons from.
exactly.
Clocked it.
Because he taught me Standard, right? But I said she couldn't drive it on her own to work and stuff until he gave the approval, and he gave the seal of approval. And yeah, so my
Good
baby
job.
girl, I'm really
So
proud
proud
of
of her.
her. So,
Yeah.
but I know we have so much fun during the opening monologue, and we're gonna jump into the in the news section,
Oh, the fun
and
stuff.
like the fun stuff. You know what though? I think we have such a very short window to discuss a couple of things, and you and I get very passionate about
do.
things.
We do.
And I mean, there are a lot of things that we could certainly talk about, and when we're deciding which topic to come up with, because we're in the news section now, it's like, well, what do I talk about? I think we got to talk about things that I think could shift and change things, and it makes us think, and it's relevant. And I truly am all about positivity, but I think it's also important to discuss things. Are they great positive things happening? Yes, but there are some things right now that are happening that I personally have been heavy on my mind and certainly wanted to address. And the very first thing I'm going to talk about is the Carmelo Anthony case, right? It was in Texas, and so he's this 17-year-old black man, black boy, who was tried as an adult for the murder of a white teenager. They were both 17 at the time, and it was self-defense. It was determined that it was self-defense, and and so there's been a couple of different things that has bothered me about this, and I truly am sorry, because no parent should have to go through losing a child. And I think one of the things, and I've been listening to a lot of different conversations about this, and this kid, like the verdict came down, and he was given 35 years in jail. It happened when he was 17. He is 19. He was given 35 years in jail for this murder that he still maintains is self-defense. And I think a lot of the folks are having the conversation, and it's never okay for the loss of a life, because we're parents, and honestly, we wouldn't want to be in that situation. But two young men, life has changed dramatically, right? One no longer. And I was listening to a lot of people talk about it, and what one person that had really, like, I really got their point and really want to convey this to others. It is not about the murder. It's not about, people are not upset. Like, it's like, okay, we're saying that he should get away with murder. But we're saying that there is a different set of justice system in this world. And as a black man who went on trial at 17 for a self-defense, because it, he wasn't the aggressor, then to get, when they started the trial, was an all-white jury. I mean, never in history has an all-white jury ever been fair to a black individual. They deliberated on this young man's life, and I think one person said in the span of a lunch break. And the span didn't take a day. They took about an hour and something.
It was actually 3 hours.
Like, it was 3 hours?
Which
okay.
is still not enough time.
Okay, I mean,
to determine.
I've had some lunch break is that long.
I mean, I've had some 3 hour lunch breaks too. But
my boss was with
time.
me. My boss was with me when I had those long lunch breaks, because we go to lunch breaks, and
lunch breaks or business lunches.
Like, it's business lunches, but it's still a lunch break. I am working, things like that. And I think they needed to give more credence to it. I think they needed to think about it and look at it a little more. And if this young man, self-defense. So we have this last week, because we had the case of the Rick Chow, another
Cyrus
individual, yes, an Asian, gentleman, another young black boy, you said it, Cyrus Carmack Belton, who was 14 years old, and he, so these are two stories, but stay with us.
And it don't even matter how old Mr. Chow
was, definitely
old enough. Anyway, go ahead.
Stay with us. So this young man, he owns a convenience store. He thought this young man stole water. Like, okay, walk with me down the street. He thought he stole water.
I'm about to jump on.
He hadn't. Stay in your seat. It was determined that he hadn't stolen any water. Him and his then adult son chased this young man, of course, you see a grown man chasing you, you're going to run, shoots him in the back, and the kid dies. So not only that, it was determined he didn't steal any water, and two adults chased this kid and shot him in the back, and he got off. He was cleared of any wrongdoing. That was not self-defense. And even if the kid had stolen the water, it is water. You're telling me this kid's life is worth
less valuable
than a bottle of water? So everyone that's arguing about it is saying, well, he thought he stole. So what? So what if he had stolen a bottle of water?
For stealing death?
Exactly.
Is that the precedent we're setting right now?
And let me ask you this. I mean, I was a good girl, but
I mean, listen.
How many little kids can say, or I don't know about these kids these days, because they don't get off their phone and they don't even know actual stores, right? They don't go into the actual stores. But how many kids could say that they didn't steal a candy bar or a bottle of water or orange juice or a soda in school, in stores when they were younger? I mean, it's like a rite of passage for them.
And when I did, I got caught, and my mom made me go up there, and I had to work for the store for a whole week to make up for that bag of chips that I stole that I couldn't even eat.
You go, Wanda. You go, Wanda. You go,
it's
Wanda.
Something that kids do. It's not.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's an excuse or a pass.
No.
But it's definitely does not warrant
death. Death, murder. It is murder.
But
it was murder. It was point blank murder because again, and he shot him in the back.
In the back. He's running away. If he's running away, he's not a threat, right?
Years old. You went out of the store. So if you thought that he stole the water, call the police.
Right.
He's on camera, right? So call the police and show them the camera.
And your bottle of water ain't covered under your insurance.
Thank you. Water. And, I mean, put it on social media. Do something with it. Like if this kid, show this video and says, hey, this kid stole water. Shame him, but taking his life? So,
or I have a better idea.
Tell me.
Because Mr. Child's a grown, I almost swore.
All right. No, we'll bring it in.
He's a grown man.
He's a grown man.
And so when you have a grown man.
Yes.
Who is in a position to know better.
Yes.
And you have a child who is showing that they may not.
Yeah.
What is the obligation of the grown man? Is it to punish or
They don't look
discipline,
at it
or is
like
it
that.
just to teach?
They don't look at it like that. And I think this is the bigger question that we're having right now. And I think for me, why I'm so passionate about these two things, right? We have this older man and his adult son chase a 14-year-old black kid and kill him because he thought he stole water. Right? He gets off. He claims self-defense. Self-defense while the kid was running for his life, and he shoots him in the back. He gets off. We have a 17-year-old black kid who...
Hold on, real quick.
Hold on.
By the way, that 14-year-old was unarmed.
Yes, he was unharmed.
Make sure that we say that.
He was unharmed and hadn't stolen.
It doesn't require the amount of force that was used either. If you chased him down and beat him up, even, I think that would be a little bit excessive. But it's a fair fight in that one because both people are unarmed. This is a armed grown man against an unarmed child.
Yes. 14.
Because 14 is a child, right?
It is a child. 14.
I mean, I think it's funny how we
flip it.
Yeah,
we flip it.
14 is not a child when in cases like this, but it is
all right,
child.
so I'm not trying to set you off here. So I'm gonna say something, and you cannot follow up with it.
I'm holding him.
Like hold on to the chair.
Go ahead, do it.
So
hit me with it.
14 is not a child now if you're in the Epstein files. Oh, I did that to you. I see your head shaking. So yeah.
So Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah. That was not nice. I'm sorry.
I'm handing it back to you.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna continue on my train of thought while you get it together.
We're not trying to set Paul off.
Like while you get it together. So
okay,
my thing is this. So my thing is this. So 61-year-old man who was armed chased this kid who was unarmed and hadn't stolen anything, claimed self-defense and got off. Okay. Right? This kid lost his life. We have a 17-year-old black kid who also claimed self-defense, and there shows that there was reason for self-defense because it showed that he wasn't the original aggressor, right? A kid died, and he gets 35 years. Yes. 35 years, Manny. Yes. So one man, non-black, claims self-defense, gets off scot-free for killing an unarmed kid.
This is in Texas.
No. Yes. I know. Carmelo was in Texas, and I know all the Texas things. So I'm getting to my point. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to give you an opportunity too. I know. I'm going to give you an opportunity. And I think the challenge is right now is more and more when we see things happen like this, we realize why we have to protest and we have to advocate because there's less value placed on Black lives. Both cases proved that they don't value Black lives, and this is why we protest. This is why we're talking about it. We're not contesting that 17-year-old kid deserved to die. What we're saying is, if you're Black in America, there's two different justice systems. This kid was judged by a jury of non-Black individuals. I saw the jury. It looked like a poster for...
that alone should have the case thrown out and retried because last I heard, when you go to court, you have a right to a trial with a jury of your peers. And last time I checked...
They were not even my peers.
Black... Men, Black boys, in this case, Black boys, a jury of his peers would be other Black.
Well, at least one or two,
people,
but
not children, but as a couple.
They did get any Black individuals off the jury, Manny.
They actively
did that, and I think you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I would look at the judge, the prosecutor, the jury, all them folks.
The state, because it's Texas.
Like it's Texas. It is Texas. It is Texas. So I think this is why we're frustrated, right? Because it's like there's two sets of justice system. We don't look. Black men deserves to live, Manny.
I think it's really important to say with Carmelo Anthony how this looked. Because I don't know how many people are actually doing their homework. I did a little bit of homework.
I can't watch the video. I don't watch the video of death. I don't watch videos of death.
You have a boy sitting down, Carmelo Anthony sitting down, okay? Sitting on the bleachers, right? You have I don't even know how big football player with other of his friends around him approaching you. You get into a shoving match back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, because correct me if I'm wrong. Texas is a stand your ground state as well.
Mm-hmm.
So you're able to stand up for yourself, right? If somebody comes and they get in your space, you can.
Not if you're black. I'm sorry. Go on.
Yeah, that part, right? So, how it happened was when he saw them coming, he reached for his bag. He opened his bag. I liken it to any kind of living being that is feeling threatened, that puts up a defense posture, right? Whether it be tarantulas, for example. If you go get a little too close, they're gonna lift those two front legs up and let you know, come here, I'm gonna bite you, right? So that's what this young man, if that's what we're calling him, because he was a student in a high school.
17.
Because that's a man when at convenience as well. But I digress. He opens his bag. He reaches in his bag. They see all this. He pulls out the knife. They see all this. He continues to approach him, stands over him, pushes his body into him. How uncomfortable are you right now when we love each other? It's pretty uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
Imagine if I was threatening to harm you with my boys. And there is an element of, the blade was 3 inches. Only 2 inches went into him. And I say only, but according to the case, if I'm really trying to stab somebody because I'm that scared for my life, I'm not going to stop at only a portion of the blade. Now, that's my own little conspiracy theory. It ain't necessarily factual. The 2-inch part is absolutely factual. And it matters because this boy, or I guess we're calling them men now, this man was hovering over another man in an aggressive, threatening manner. That man took a defensive posture. The threatening man took it a little too far to where he was critically injured. Who's to say how exactly who was at fault? But the bottom line is there is a big element of self-defense at the very least.
Yeah.
And where were the teachers? Where were all the people, all the adults around that could have got in and intervened and pulled them apart and did all the other things that they could have done before death occurred? And why is there no accountability there? Why is all the accountability laying on a child who was in fear for his life against a societal structure and what do they call it? Systemic oppression that is the United States of America, right?
Yeah. No.
How often do black people win in court?
Not
and
very.
There we are. So the fact that there seems to be no grace with Carmelo and there seems to be no grace with Carmelo Anthony, because respect that boy's name. But there's so much overextension of grace to
others.
What's his name?
The
other guy.
I'm not gonna give the shop owner. I'm not gonna voice his name.
So how we can
and that's
differentiate
the thing.
that and take 35 years away from this young man. And I'm sorry, but especially in Texas, right? We in Texas, ain't there a death penalty in Texas? Which tells me something. If they really thought he killed this boy, the sentence would have been a lot harsher. Which tells me he didn't. They know he didn't kill him. They're trying to satisfy the community who was outraged because one of the little white boys got killed. I don't know. Can I say that on?
Well, I mean, you said it.
That's too late.
You said it. I think, for me, like I said, the bigger picture is here we are, Cyrus Carmack Belton lost his life in clearly something that he wasn't the aggressor. He hadn't stolen anything. And racism and hate.
And the whole thing is so eerily familiar to Trayvon Martin from the look, right? How these boys look so much alike.
So many things.
But also, both boys were walking away.
Listen.
Minding their business. Not man, you know what I mean? Just not engaging or being violent or being threatening in any manner. Yet they got the most egregious consequence for just being
It is. There
for
is
just
two
being.
justice system, and I think if you're an ally, if you're non-black, you have to understand where folks are coming from and why they're upset. No one is saying that the young man who died deserves to lose his life, but we see things like Kyle Rittenhouse, who knowingly took a assault
I mean,
rifle
listen, if you walk
across. Wait,
into
wait,
a
wait,
bonfire,
wait,
you should expect to come out on
wait,
fire.
wait. Kyle Rittenhouse assault
So
rifle.
bad.
Um, across state
Okay, yeah,
lines and
yes.
killed and got off.
Okay.
Like, so there's been
Because they were looting and
so
rioting.
many
Oh yeah, I remember.
so many instances of the justice system just rigged.
Because it was not
And
rigged. It was never created
it
for
wasn't.
a specific
It was
demo. It was never
created
created for black
like
people. Let
that.
me just
So
put it
it's
out there,
just really
straight up.
sad. It's just really sad. And
It was created to protect white interests and white interests only. And the sooner that we learn that and accept it and
I mean, it's challenging.
take it for what it is, the better off we're going to be. And we need to teach our children. We need to be vigilant, and we need to keep our eyes open and protect our children as well. And unfortunately, that means that they do have to show up 10 times as hard in the world than other people. They have to show up with the utmost respect and all the other stuff that shouldn't be necessary but is. And it's up to us to make sure that we teach our children how to do that. And I work in the public school system, and I'm telling you right now, we're struggling because there's a lot of kids act the way their parents act, right? You know, your daughters emulate a lot of you and Paul. My sons, and one of which isn't biologically mine, emulate a lot of me and his mom's.
You're their role model.
You know what I'm saying?
You're their role model.
These kids that are getting suspended for school, that are fighting, that are shooting each other, that are doing drugs, doing all the unnecessary stuff in Worcester public schools, it's us. We're the ones who got to get it together. We are set up to fail, but since we know that, what are we doing?
I mean, so here's the thing. I think we got to advocate. We got to show up for vote. Like, our voice, like, truly does matter. We've got to get together. And if you call yourself an ally, I think that we have to have these conversations. We have to talk about it. Yes, I think we have to have conversations with our little black sons, the black boys, black men that are in our lives, because it creates this trauma that needs to be addressed.
Yeah.
Because if you're always painted as the villain from birth, right? Like, if you're painted as the villain from birth, sometimes you have to self-fulfill that prophecy, because you're like, well, they see me as a threat, let's be a threat. Right. Or you get so twisted and mixed up, you're afraid to even go out in the world. And I think if you are a person with a conscience and you hear the phrase that Black lives matter, and all of a sudden you think like other lives matter, that's not what it's about. No one is saying other lives don't matter. What we're saying is this: for a very long time, Black life hasn't mattered, and it still doesn't matter to a certain demographic. And honestly, we just want to live. I just want to see little Black boys grow up and fulfill their potential. Cure cancer. They can be whatever. Like, I don't even care if they're janitors or garbage men or CEOs or whatever. But the bottom line is they deserve to live.
Right. And I do want to add also,
like that ad.
Carmelo Anthony
yeah.
was not a quote unquote trouble kid, right? He was an athlete. He was a student who had good grades. He was at a track meet. That's what this whole thing was.
Yeah.
He wasn't running the streets being a quote unquote hoodlum or thug or whatever they like to label people as. He was no different than any other child that was there, except he was Black.
I know. And that's sad, so I know that we're talking about two different headlines, and, we got to wrap it up. But I really want us to really think about, when you see a headline, when you see folks reacting and addressing issues of injustice, of marginalization, you have to ask yourself, why are you defensive? Right. Why are you upset at someone wanting equal rights? Why are you upset at someone wanting equity? We're in Pride Month, and, folks are saying this and saying that. And it's like, why do they need a whole month? And this, I'm like, come on. How
Why
does
do you even care?
like yes, how does it impact you? How does it like bother you? Like
Other people's
me
joy.
seeing someone celebrating joy doesn't hurt me,
Right.
doesn't
How
hurt
does that
you.
bring misery to
It
anybody?
doesn't. And I
I think
like
people just like to complain about something.
life is so precious and
Yeah.
life is so short.
It is.
And we're just so focused on the wrong
And even
things.
the longest lives are so short, right? Even the people who live to
Absolutely.
120 years is not really that long a time.
It's but you know because
If you
I'm
put it in the grand scheme of billions of years to Earth being
listen,
around,
like we're
it's
here for a short time.
literally a
Live
snap.
good, live well, be kind, let people live their lives.
Right.
Yes, they're different from you, but our differences is truly what makes this world such a fantastic, fabulous place. I adore you. I don't want to hang out with five different Mannys, just the one Manny.
Yeah.
I don't want to hang out with five different Suzanne, just the one Suzanne. So, I mean, you and I are different culture, different race, and that's okay. And that's the beautiful thing about life. So,
And
again,
guess what?
what?
We're fine. We're not dying.
No.
We're not hurting.
No.
Nothing crazy is happening.
Yeah.
We're able to sit next to each other, have a conversation.
Have a
And by
convo.
the way, believe it or not, we don't always agree on everything.
Not at all.
But we're able to have those conversations. I might learn some things from you. You might learn some things from me. And life goes on.
That's
and
it.
we're fine. And we've even gotten a little passionate about some things, but never to the point where I felt like you affected my life so bad that now I'm miserable with your existence. Like,
yeah.
that's what we're doing out here.
Yeah.
folks.
Don't give people that much power over your life.
At all.
Don't give people that much power over your life. If somebody is truly happy, miserable because you exist, you're giving them too much power, and that's all I'll say. Just let people live their lives. Let people celebrate their joy. And that's it for me for in the news because I'm like, Black Lives Matter, and
Absolutely.
be
I
an
just wanna
ally. Yeah.
We need to talk about it. All right. It needs to be continued to talk about it. I don't care how tired you are of hearing it. I'm tired of hearing that black people are being killed. So I don't care if you're tired of me talking about it. How about you be tired of A, black people being killed, B, black people going to jail for nonsense, whatever it is, whether it's a failed self-defense plea, or whether it's selling weed.
Yeah.
Where there's so many states in this country that they got cops on whole dispensaries. You know what I'm saying? All these kinds of things. We need to talk about it because it isn't going to change if we keep sweeping under the rug, turning a blind eye to it. That's allowing them to continue the systemic racism that is killing our boys.
Yes.
And in some cases, girls. Let's not forget Breonna Taylor.
Yes. Yeah. There's a lot. Sandra
women.
Bland, Breonna Taylor, Tatiana Jefferson. Oh, all right. So
we can go on.
Well, we can go on. We can't because guess what time it is? You tell me. What time is it?
Pop. It's Pop time. Hey. Did I do that right?
You did that right. I mean, it's your segment, so like how? Like yeah.
It's Pop time.
Yay!
This is my favorite section, especially when it's a little lighter. And I think today it's at least a little bit lighter than last time.
Okay, right? I mean,
so we're gonna. Should we start off with a heavy note?
I mean,
and end on the light, or
it's your moment, Whitney. Sing.
No. Listen, let's start with the fun stuff. The New York Knicks game. How you feeling about the Knicks?
Oh, okay. All right. First of all,
did I catch you off guard with that note?
I'm excited about the Knicks, but like I was waiting to hear the rest of the Whitney song. I ain't gonna lie to you. But like I'm really excited. So here's the thing. I'm not necessarily like a Knicks fan per se. I'm a Knicks fan through my dad.
Okay.
So my dad loved the Knicks. He was a New Yorker through and through.
Yeah.
Never changed. I think I still have his Knicks hat. I gotta go see if that's worth something now. Like right. And he never gave up on the Ewing, Patrick Ewing. I was thinking Patrick Ewing, John Stark, and all of these guys. So he like old school love. My dad unfortunately passed away in 2018, so he never got to see the Knicks
Aw.
The last time they were in the playoff was in 1999.
Yeah.
That is a long,
Yeah.
long
I
time
mean,
ago.
that was last century.
So yeah, so I am yeah, it was the late 1900s.
Yes.
So I am cheering for the Knicks for my dad.
Okay.
I'm really excited for the Knicks because of my dad. And, I know he is smiling down from heaven, cheering for the Knicks. But, I mean, my part of the Knicks is light joy. I know there's a particular part of this that you want to address.
Before I jump into that, I just want to let you know my extensive basketball knowledge.
All right.
I know the Knicks because, I mean, who doesn't? Because,
I mean, it's the Knicks. It's New York.
And people also take the Knicks name as,
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's a meme, right?
Yeah.
So I know that. I know that the last thing you really want to be caught out there as, because you're going to get some kind of blowback, is a Knicks fan. However, I know two Knicks. I know Patrick Ewing, and I know Eddie.
What about John Starks?
I don't know. This is my basketball knowledge. But do you know Eddie?
I do not.
Whoopi Goldberg's movie, Eddie.
Oh, I'm going to slap.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Paul?
I do remember that movie. I'm so done with you.
Did she coach the Knicks?
I am so done with you. I'm so done with you.
One thing that I think was really fun and really exciting was her reaction on The View to the Knicks winning.
Listen.
She collapsed in her chair.
Yeah.
She did her whole grandstanding thing, and finally the Knicks.
Eddie.
Anyway, that's not what's political.
I know that's not the political part, but I'm glad we started with the joy.
My thing is, there's a time and a place for everything. And when we're in the middle of a war, we're in the middle of extreme price hikes on literally everything in our life. We're in the middle of low-key a civil war. We're in the middle of so many egregious happenings in this country. If you are the person who should be managing those things, who should
or
be
causing them,
who should be creating solutions, who should be, I don't know, doing all the things you said you were going to do on the campaign trail, the last place I want to see you when I can't even afford to go is sitting in the damn NBA game. What is it called?
The box?
No. The game itself. What was it called? Finals.
It was like game. Finals? I think was it game 4 of the final? Was it game 4?
But you
what game? Was it game 3 or game 4? It was game. Okay.
But the thing is, you weren't even there for basketball. How do we know this? Because the cameras don't lie.
I'm sorry. Hold on. What? No, okay. I'm sorry. That was mean.
So you literally
that was mean.
That was
mean.
No, it was.
But that's what he was doing. I was just trying to show what
reality.
he was doing. Yeah.
Okay. So you showed up, made everybody's time entry, parking, I'm sure.
Oh.
Travel, everything involved in
interrupted
getting to this
a lot
game,
of things. Yeah.
Just throw all off kilter because you are the most powerful but also most hated man in the world. So you have all this extra security detail and all this extra stuff that was so unnecessary, that takes away from the players. Again,
from New York's joy.
Many of which are, people we've been talking about lately, a lot today.
Yeah.
And the value that is placed on their lives, right? Taking that moment away from them when we should be focusing on them and their accomplishment and getting to this part of their career and potentially
1999
winning huge, right? Because we ain't there yet. I think we got like 1 or 2 more games.
They're one game away. They're one game away from being champions.
To show up and then sit there with that smug smirk on your face when this, and by the way, another fabulous black man singing our national anthem, which I got problems with that. The national anthem and the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag.
All right, we don't have enough time for all of that.
I'm just saying. Anyway,
go back on topic.
The thing is, they pan the camera to him while the national anthem was singing, because that's something you do, right? It makes sense to pan the camera to a symbol of America, which, what better symbol than, usually than the president, right?
So many minefields, right? But go on.
So they pan the camera, all of a sudden, crowd erupts and boos. Why? Not because the beautiful singer was bad, but because the man who was on the Jumbotron is that hateful and that hated. or at least that despised.
Mm.
My question is, do you feel like there really was any room for that man to be there for any reason
Oh,
when he had
not at
plenty
all.
of things he could have been working on
Not
at
at all.
home?
Like, I mean, he couldn't attend his son's wedding because he had to run the country, but you could attend the New York skit. I mean, I don't see
You're
it.
in the middle of a war, sir.
I don't see any
You
reason.
are
I,
the
you know where I
what is
stand.
what is it called? The something in chief?
Mm?
Thank you, Paul. Commander in chief. Appreciate you, brother. The commander in chief of our military, right? So
God help us.
for me, and this is why I don't join the military. If I was in the military, sorry, Paul. Paul's over here like, what? Don't, Manny, don't do it.
Right.
But I'm saying, if I was in the military, the last place I would want to know my commander in chief is while I'm on the battlefield is at a basketball
Yeah.
game.
So
So, can I just have a small correction there?
Sure.
He's not the commander in chief of the military. He never went to the military. He was never in the military. He had bone spurs. He had flat feet. He couldn't.
Yes.
all right, so,
Yes, so-
our producers telling us, and so
Please,
we do
thanks.
know this. But all right,
Yes.
here's the thing: we can go off on a tangent because
Yes.
there's many things that's wrong with this. Yes, he wasn't in the military because he
Right.
had bone spurs.
Right.
So,
But he does.
but
At the end of the
shouldn't.
day,
He is the commander in
the
chief. He is
end
supposed
all
to be.
be all, right?
He is, but
he makes the final decision, of course, with his little team of whoever's, right?
yeah.
So, bottom line is, bro, you can't even stay awake at this basketball game.
I know.
Never mind the fact that you need to be there. You should be home
Yeah,
getting us out of this war.
That
you
was
should
sad.
be home
that was sad to see.
bringing the prices of groceries down. You should
Yeah.
be home fighting the war at home of homelessness, of addiction, of extreme
Mental health.
poverty in the richest country in the world.
Yeah. So
Anyway,
I know.
That's
You get
that.
passionate. I personally, like,
One thing
I
I did
shouldn't
hear-
have been there.
one last thing I just want to button
Yeah?
this part up on.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Is there is a little bit of a retaliation happening and an increase of ICE presence in New York ever since this basketball game. Now, is it really in correlation to the booing? I think so. There's definitely been an increase of ICE presence in New York nonetheless. So if you are in New York, if you're planning on going to New York, just be careful, remain vigilant, and be on your best behavior because, listen,
All right.
we can get back into the New Jersey conversation, which is literally a hop, skip, and a jump away from New York. You do not want to end up there. And then, real quick, I just want to touch on a little bit of local news.
All right. Tell us.
And that
Local.
is with
Local politics.
our city councilor, Mo Bergman, had made headlines this week for stating, now, listen, I'm not a big fan. I had an interview with him, and it was a great interview, by the way. We had a lot of disagreements, mostly disagreements.
Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about this particular headline. Part of me actually agrees with him. And maybe I need to do a little bit more digging and homework.
Okay.
Now, just go with me here.
I'm going.
It's not, I don't agree with the solution for the people he's talking about, but I do agree with the cause of what the people are going through because of where they come from.
Yeah.
Okay? So I know that there is a big, in the city of Worcester, a big homeless epidemic,
Excuse me.
or unhoused epidemic, excuse me. And there is a big addiction epidemic. If you walk anywhere downtown, and even going as far south, as what is oh my God, I can't think of it. With Park Ave and Main Street meet, down, I can't think of the name of the plaza. It doesn't matter. But as far south Worcester as you can go, and as far north up to Lincoln Plaza, you're finding the same, not the same person, but the same afflictions affecting so many people throughout the entirety of the city. One thing Mo Bergman said is, and I think I agree with him, is the surrounding towns need to take some kind of accountability and interest in helping these people get the services and resources that they require to survive, and not have to come into the city to get those and overburden the resources that we have here. And you can tell they're overburdened because it's overflowing
Yeah.
into the streets.
It is.
And it's horrendous. And you have all these towns who are sitting pretty, looking pretty with their pretty manicured lawns, and all their people who unfortunately were most vulnerable and fell on hard times, whether they couldn't afford to pay their rent or they got into a surgery that ended up making them become addicted to some drug for whatever reason. We don't know why people end up in the situations they do. What we know is they end up coming to Worcester where the resources are, and then why would you leave?
Yeah.
Why would you leave the watering hole when you're in a desert? Right? You're not
You
gonna go back
don't.
to the town where
You
you're just
don't.
gonna
Yeah.
not only be able. I've never driven through like a Holden or Shrewsbury and seen a homeless person because I'm pretty sure the cops are gonna get rid of that real quick because it's unsightly. My property taxes is gonna go down, and that's what a lot of people are talking about here in the city of Worcester. Now, I don't agree we should put people before money or people before profit ever. And
Put
I'm not
profit before
saying-
people, but yeah.
Thank you. That's what I meant. Thank
I
you
know.
so much.
I know that's what
I
you meant.
appreciate you saying me on that one because that's exactly what I meant.
I know.
What I'm saying though is that we do need to take care of our most vulnerable and make sure that they are not being neglected. And regardless of where they come from or whose resources are being used, but nothing is unlimited. So we need the help. We're gonna get drained out, and then what? What do we do then? So at some point, I think there is some credence to the fact that Worcester cannot do this all on its own. I would like to argue there are a lot of projects that Worcester takes on that they could be using that money elsewhere, but I digress. I'm just saying that we need to take care of our people, and that means you need to take care of your people, and we all take care of each other.
All right.
All right.
Well, thank you so much
You're welcome,
for.
Pop, 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 pop.
Hey! All right.
That's
Well,
all about.
like that's it. All right. So thank you for your insight. We are now going to spill the tea.
Spill the
The
tea.
tea. All right.
I
I
love
gotta
that.
I gotta
That
figure
was
it
cute.
out.
I
Like
like
yeah,
that.
like
Spill
yeah,
the
like
tea. I love
spill the tea.
I love
Right.
it.
Like I don't have a move yet,
You don't
but
have the-
but we'll
you don't have
figure
the
it out.
sugar
We'll
bop
figure it
yet?
out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
I
But
like that.
yes. So I mean, so I know that we talk a lot about a lot of heavy stuff that's happening, and I think throughout you'll notice, like as we're talking about it, we will check each other, we'll laugh and things like that, and we're not laughing at at the thing, but I had an interview with Senator Kennedy this week, and one of the things we talked about was joy as resistance, right?
Yep.
Because joy is that that's the do not let them get to our joy, because if we let them get to our joy, honestly, what's left? So I am
Insanity.
like exactly, and we ain't going there
No.
because we
Gotta keep
deserve
it together.
joy. We deserve joy. So I with the spill the tea, I wanted to. That's why I'm glad it's towards the end of the show, because we get a little light, and so for me, so I want to do a couple of recaps. So I don't know if you're watching Beauty in Black on Netflix by Tyler Perry. Like first, I want to ask Tyler, are you okay? Because this show is insane.
Out of control.
But it is so good. He
I haven't seen
writes, he directs, he produces, he executive produce. He does all the thing. The characters are insane. I mean,
What kind of show is it?
it's not necessarily. I don't know if it's a guy show.
Because
Um,
you remember.
It's not necessarily a guy show though, Manny.
So they had the haves and have-nots, right?
yeah,
Is it
yeah,
along those
yeah. It's
lines?
along
All right.
like that. But
So that's where
but
Tyler Perry lost me.
crazier.
And the reason why isn't because it's not good
Oh,
storytelling.
I loved
or
it. I don't
acting.
care. Yeah,
Because the haves and have-nots, I really did try to give it a real
Yes.
chance
yeah,
because I was such a Medea fan. Really.
yes. But it's not a
Um,
media. Yeah,
Not even close.
not even close.
But I wanted to give, since Medea came from the genius of Tyler Perry,
Yeah.
I wanted to see how this
Yeah.
other thing kind of worked out. And I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't my thing.
It's
you know
not,
what
I
mean?
don't think it's a guy
It's
show
a soap
though.
opera.
It's not
At
a
the end
guy
of the day,
show.
It's a soap opera, and I'm not
listen.
a soap opera kind of guy.
But you're not, and that's
No.
okay. I think this is for women. I mean, specific. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
The scenes, the woman, the outfits, the makeup, the get your licks in. I mean, Tyler, you insane for this. But the show is brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. My friend be like, no, I can't watch it. I'm like, you know what? There was this one scene where I can't even say it. It was bad. Like just
Yeah.
the wife.
Which episode? Can they at
Ah,
least so they can go
oh
watch
my
that
goodness!
episode?
In the current season, where so the husband was cheating on the wife, and she burned the house down. So yeah.
I mean,
So
play stupid games, win
like
stupid prizes.
so that was, I'm sorry, I it was, so if you haven't watched it, watch it. Like it's just hilarious.
We
It
don't
is
condone burning down
like
houses,
we
by
do
the way.
not, we do not. But it was I was like, Tyler, like I'm like, where does he come up with this thing? And he writes the whole thing. So Beauty in Black season 2 just ended. It's coming back for the third and final season.
Excellent.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it because it's
Excellent.
hilarious.
Available on Netflix.
Available on Netflix. All right. And then so flipping gears on that for a minute. So
Okay.
my husband
Yes.
started watching Jack Ryan.
Okay.
Now, so there's a thing going around where, like, you know, what does couples who don't have to deal with infidelity fight about? And I don't know if you've seen it. I'll send you one of the memes, but it's about watching shows without the other spouse. It's a big thing in marriages.
Okay.
So my husband started watching this show without me, and then I was
Okay.
like, okay, whatever, Paul.
Right.
And then I started
'Cause that
watching
could've
it.
been our time. We could have watched it together.
Exactly,
Spent quality
because it's our
together. That
time.
makes
He
sense.
knows
Right.
better. He knows you're not supposed to
Gotcha.
watch certain shows. There's
Just
certain
makes
shows,
sense.
thank you, that's ours to watch. But he started to watch it. Then I started to watch it and catch up with him. Then he loses interest. I'm hooked on the show.
That's why you wanted to watch it by yourself, right? You just wanted to pre-screen it. That way you could let her know.
No,
what
I'm
it's worth
hooked
her
on the
time.
show.
I know what you're doing, Paul. I got
Watch
you, brother.
all the episodes and then like obsessed. And
Yeah.
then they just had the Jack Ryan movie. It's on Prime now.
Okay.
Brilliant.
I've never heard of it.
Like John Krasinski? Okay.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Fill me in.
So, if you are into action, I loved it. Jack Ryan movie, Ghost War. I think it's Ghost
Okay.
War or Ghost Protocol. No, Ghost Protocol was Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. So
Okay.
it's Ghost War on Prime. You don't necessarily have to watch all 4 seasons to see it, but it's definitely worth it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
So,
check it out.
like,
'Cause
check it out.
It'll
Check
be
it
brand
out.
new to me. I don't
It
know
was
about
brand
Jack Ryan.
new.
And it's not a soap opera, right? It's very...
It's not a soap opera.
Paul, you
So,
think I'll
like,
be able to make it at least to the episode you made it to? All right, we're good. All right,
you
cool.
will definitely like it. It's
All right.
action and things
I
like
love
that.
action. I
Spy
love
and
thriller.
espionage and conspiracy
We love
theory
that.
through the government.
I love that.
Yes,
That's
that
my
is
tea.
your bag.
That is my...
That is your tea.
Yes.
All right. And then I actually just wanted to call it a couple of shows that I saw, and I've read the reviews and I saw the preview. I'm definitely going to watch. I haven't started yet. So Nemesis on Netflix.
Okay.
Man on Fire on Netflix, because I don't know if you remember Man on Fire, that Denzel Washington movie when it was protecting that little
Yep,
girl.
yep.
Okay. The Pit on HBO, I heard really good things. It's like apparently like each episode is like an hour of like being in the ER or something like that.
Ooh, that sounds fun, actually.
Yes. And then Dutton Ranch on CBS.
Okay.
So I don't know if there was a show on...
I'm mad at CBS right now.
I know. Me too. Well, so here's the thing. The original show, Yellowstone, with Kevin Costner, Whitney Houston bodyguard, I have to watch it because it's Kevin Costner. After that ended, now The Crazy Daughter, that's the show. So I haven't watched it yet, but it looks good. So I'm going to throw that out there. We're all mad at CBS, but it is what it is. Like, so Nemesis, Man on Fire, The Pit, and Dutton Ranch.
So The Pit.
The Pit. The Pit.
For me.
The
I'm just
Pit.
picking out ones
Man
that
on
I'm
Fire.
gonna
No, I
check.
think Man on Fire because it's
Yeah?
about like a bodyguard who's like a special ops
Is it
guy.
spin-off of...
I don't know because I haven't watched it enough, but it looks similar because he's
Okay.
protecting a young girl.
Okay, gotcha.
This one is older and
All
things
right,
like
I mean,
that.
listen, I
It was
did
good.
love that movie. So
Exactly.
I love thriller type.
Exactly. I
energy,
think
so.
you'll like
All right, Man on Fire and The
Man
Pit.
on Fire.
That's what
So,
I'm going with.
a
But
cou-
Nemesis and Dutton Ranch,
just
you know.
like just a couple of things. Beauty in Black is not for you. And then this week, you know I love reading, big old nerd. And this week I had the pleasure. I went to Love Stroke Bookstore twice this week. They had 2 different authors. So we had Christina Forrest, not for you also. This is a romance girly thing.
This whole section ain't for me.
This,
I don't read.
no, it's not.
Listen, it is what it is. I'm a watcher, not a reader.
I love reading. So Christina Forrest, the summer girlfriend, her new book, went there with the release date. She signed. We got pictures. I went with my book bestie,
That's awesome.
Yolanda
Congratulations.
Ramos. It was so good. It was just so good. It was a beautiful moment. And then I also went back to see Tia Williams, who just wrote The Missed Connection, another Black romance novel,
Right.
and I'm determined to support all these phenomenal Black authors. Again, it's a romance; it's not for you.
Hold
And
up. I got something for you. Go ahead.
yeah,
I got
hold
something
on.
for you,
You
though.
got a book for me. So those are the two things that I got to enjoy this week. I'm loving it. I have two brand new books, and I'm so excited to read it. I talked the last time about the movies coming out in June, Slim Pickings, but I know you were excited about Masters of the Universe.
I was. I haven't got to see it yet.
No, that's fine. I
But
didn't watch
I'm
it.
still very excited about
Like,
it. 'Cause
yeah,
now
so-
that it's like out there,
Yeah.
there's even more coming out about it. And bro, I still need my popcorn bucket, so I'm excited.
Go,
Yes,
yeah.
I'm
So
going.
Slim Pickings for me personally, their scary movie
Wait,
vibe.
wait. I'm not. I got something for you.
All right, tell me, you have
I
a
want
new
to tell you
book?
about a local black author. Can I?
I know who that is,
I know.
but tell me.
But can
Go
I?
on. Yes, tell me.
This is not a new book at all, but it is new to me. And for someone who doesn't like to read,
Yeah.
very easy read.
Okay.
I was able to read it. Big print.
Yes,
Nice
yes.
double space. Shout out to Miss April Neely.
Yes,
Up
I
from
know
the
Miss
Mud.
Up from the Mud. I know Miss
So
April
it
and the
is
book.
available $14.99 on Amazon. So go get your copy. And
I
enjoy
love that.
read right now.
I love that. I
She's from
love that.
Worcester. Did I
I
say
do.
that right?
I do know April Neely
Yeah.
very well, and yeah, I love it. And she has two talented kids too.
Very.
I don't know if she has
yes.
more, but I know the two. And so yeah, mention Slim Pickens. You know, I was gonna talk about the New York Knicks, but we already talked about it. But I just want to highlight, Dad, I'm cheering for you. I promise you, I'm cheering for you, and that is.
Wait, can I have one more
Tell
thing?
me, tell me, tell me, tell me. Come into my kitchen.
My heart hurts
For
because I lost someone very near and dear to my soul.
who?
Shout out to Mr. Peebo Bryson. You will be missed.
Oh my goodness, I know. That was sad. Like,
I mean that with all
listen,
my heart. I'm
listen.
such a Peebo Bryson.
Listen.
Can't stop the rain
From falling.
My man, say you don't even know. Never mind the Disney stuff, right? Listen,
Okay.
shout out, rest in peace.
Okay,
the man, Peebo
R.I.P.
Bryson.
Pete,
All right.
like, yeah, listen to people.
That was a
Like,
good interruption,
yeah,
right?
like that was a good interruption. Like, I didn't know where you were going. I was like, I was a little scared. I was like,
good.
let me hold on to this chair because Lord, Manny could go on left field, but no.
And for a long time.
But no, I love it. Listen, find your joy, whether it's reading,
That's right.
watching a movie,
Watching,
singing.
singing.
We sound good in the shower.
Girl, do you know the concerts I be having?
Listen.
And then my curtain when
Listen, because I've been singing Alicia Keys' part in New York.
Okay.
You know, because after the Knicks and all that, so you be Jay-Z, I be Alicia.
Okay.
In New York.
Oh wait.
All
You
right.
meant now?
Wow.
I didn't know you were doing this right now. Completely took me off guard. Wait, what does Jay-Z say?
I'm
anyway?
done. Oh, we're done.
Help me.
I can't. Okay, and that wraps up Spill the Tea. I can't. Okay, all right. So we just
What's coming up?
like, okay, so out and about in Worcester. I know we can't discuss them all, but there's a couple of things
There's a
that's
lot
coming
happening.
up. So on this weekend, Saturday, we have Goals Beyond the Gate from Kwame Appiah from Kumasi Soccer.
Yes.
That takes care of our young boys and our young
Yes.
girls. They're having where they have the outside, like their soccer things and all of this outside. I think it's from 2 to 5:30.
Mhm.
And then from 6 to 10, they're inside the JMAC because they have these African American
I
artists
missed that part.
displaying. Oh, yeah, that's why it's called Goal Beyond the Games. It's like,
I knew they would do. I don't
the
know.
soccer
for some
and the
reason, I
art.
thought it was only 2 to 5:30. So I'm glad you said that because
Yeah.
I missed the 6 p.m. to 10
yeah,
p.m.
so
That's
like,
what's up. The
that's
party
what's
just got
up.
extended.
Like, that's it.
I love
But
that.
during the same time, while that art festival, you go in to look at beautiful art and things like that, and Goes Beyond the Games, they're going to have vendors and a whole bunch of things and, you know, all these things. And I'm supposedly going to be kicking a football. I don't know
A
about
soccer ball or an American football?
right, a soccer ball.
Because I know you're
So,
Jamaican, so you be talking.
like I
you know
say
what I'm saying?
football, but it is soccer.
Okay,
It
I
is
just wanna make
soccer.
sure.
It is soccer.
With heels.
Like
I would
we're
love to
working
see-
on
I
that.
would
We're
love
working
to
on
see it
that.
with heels. That would be
Yes.
fun.
But also, so the art festival will be at 6 to 10 at the JMAC. But while that is happening, MOAD, which is the Massachusetts Organization of African Descendant,
Yep.
they're going to be hosting a World Cup watch party,
Oh, fun.
like on the Commons. So they're actually going to be have
Excellent.
the streaming the game. I think 6 to 8. You'll be proud of me. I think 6 to 8. It's Brazil versus somebody else, and then I think 9 to 11, which I know you're not going to be outside. Not even a
Um,
little bit. Manny, Manny, you will not be outside at 11 o'clock at night. I know.
Nah, you right.
I know that.
You
Like
right.
you go, you could, you
Your
not.
boy's bedtime is at 8 o'clock. If I stay
Listen.
up past 8 o'clock, it's because I'm trying to
Ex-
watch a movie, and I'm definitely not staying up to the end of it.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
yeah, the game will be on at that. So, but if you're looking for something to do this weekend, those are all the things you can do. Both you can go into the JMAC, look at beautiful art, go watch the game, and all that. So what else is happening? There's a couple other things.
So there's one thing that isn't actually that I do want to mention, and that is today tickets go on sale for Burning Down the House documentary created by Hollywood Studios, Hollywood
John.
Film Group.
Okay, wonderful.
So we have John Keogh, who is of
Yes.
Manny J Media fame, right?
Yes.
And then we have Tom Dwyer of Hollywood
Yeah.
and Great Grand. I'm so sorry, Tom. I tried. Great Grand Productions. That's what it
Okay.
is. Both of Worcester.
Okay, good.
Went around the city of Worcester and visited a couple different of the firehouses, talked to the firemen. Caught some really interesting things. I'm saying you do not want to miss this documentary. Anyway, it's going to be premiering August 22nd. Tickets go on sale today. So make sure you get your tickets now and please support this amazing, sure to be fire documentary. I didn't mean to do that. That actually was a Freudian slip. Coming to the Hanover Theater this August.
The Hanover.
Okay, that's huge.
Big leagues.
That
Big
news was
leagues.
just,
Big leagues.
released yesterday.
I love
or
it.
the day before,
Congrats,
actually.
you all.
Yeah.
Congrats. That's
So,
amazing.
the
Yeah.
other thing that's really exciting for me that I love and I look forward to every year, but I can't be there. Well, maybe I
Is it
can,
the Dead of Winter
actually.
Festival?
Well, I mean that's happening too. But
All
that's
right,
not-
moving on.
that's
Tell
not-
me
that's
what
not
else?
I'm
What
talking
else?
about. I wish I could be there, but unfortunately, because of the time, I am obligated to be somewhere else. But the Juneteenth flag raising
Yes.
is at 10 a.m. on June 19th, and
Yes.
that's going to be at the YWCA.
At the YWCA at 10
In
o'clock to
Worcester,
honor Juneteenth.
Massachusetts?
Yes.
And that's right-
Salem Street.
Salem Street, thank you.
Right next to the library.
Right next to the library in Worcester.
Yes.
And then the festival,
Yes.
following the flag raising the following day, will be the Juneteenth Festival at Institute Park, and that will be put on by the.
I think it's isn't it the Black
should have said that.
Heritage?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the
Yes,
Black
Black
Heritage,
Heritage
like
Foundation. I knew you
yeah,
knew
like
because
yeah.
I keep seeing
Parley
it in my
Jones,
head.
just say Parley
Yes.
Jones, Fred, and
The
all of them.
Village,
Like
all
yeah,
of
the
them,
Village,
you
all
know.
of them. So
It's
yeah.
gonna be an amazing time. Again,
Yes.
I can't be there.
Oh, wow,
I know,
yes.
It's terrible. I
Oh,
want to
yes.
be there so bad, but you
Yeah.
know, unfortunately, there are
Yeah.
pre-existing circumstances that I can't
It's
be there.
okay.
But I would love to live vicariously through you. So make sure
I'll be
you
there.
do go. Make sure you do take pictures and make sure you do a little bit of live streaming,
Mm.
some live stream selfies. Hashtag Juneteenth Worcester. Hashtag
Awesome.
The Black Heritage Foundation as well.
The Black
And
yeah.
then finally, well not finally, but also the Caribbean Heritage Festival, which is going to be on Sunday.
Father's Day.
June 21st, at Institute Park, and we love that. What a great way for the fathers to come out
Yeah.
and enjoy themselves, spend some quality time with the family, let the family spoil them.
Yeah.
And at the Caribbean Heritage Festival, I'm sure you're going to find some nice vendors there that we can support,
Absolutely.
some small businesses, which is very important, and just, having a good
Yeah,
time.
no, and the thing is, so as you know, also the Worcester Carnival is not happening this year. From the Worcester Caribbean American Carnival
Girl, I thought you
Association.
meant the Park Ave Carnival. By the way, there's Carnival on Park Ave.
Like I don't know about that one, but so the WCACA Carnival is not happening in August
You
this
know,
year. So, but I'm just
My
saying,
heart is so broken.
it,
but
it
it's-
is. But
I'm so understanding because God
I
bless
get
Jen
it.
and that whole team.
No, they do a
They do a
fantastic
phenomenal
job,
job,
and
and
we
it's a
will
lot of work.
certainly miss it. But we certainly support. I know
But I
they're
think it's coming back next year.
no, they're regrouping and all of that, and I'm fully confident that it will be
Yeah.
back next year. But June is Caribbean Heritage Month, so we're excited about that. We'll get an opportunity to 621 to go to Institute Park. Oh, and I actually have to highlight. So I know that on 620, I think 620th. I don't know if it's a Saturday. I think so. So I think they're gonna have like a at the Woo Sox. I know. The Woo Sox is doing. I think it's the 20th. It's not the 19th. It might be the 19th. They're doing like the Juneteenth celebration at the park, and there's some local individuals being honored. And then on the 20,
I mean, that's nice, right?
it is nice. On the
Local individuals
24th,
like who?
I know Sean Harris is one of them. Going to be showing
I
up.
love Sean.
Exactly.
All right, fine. I'm happy
Exactly.
now.
He's going to be.
I needed to listen.
I know you do. I know you
needed
need
something to go
context.
with that
I know you
liver,
need
'cause you were giving
context.
me a lot of liver, and I needed more flavor.
I know. Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right. You
Appreciate
needed
it.
some little spice. Okay.
Yes.
So they'll do that, and then the 24th, it's the Caribbean Heritage Night at the Woo Sox. I happen to be the co-chair with Carla de la Cruz de Villa. So
Love
thank you,
her.
Charla. Charla.
Charlotte.
Thank you,
I'm gonna call
Carla.
her Charlotte from now on. Charlotte, I can't wait to see you.
Thank you, Carla de la Cruz de Villa, who truly believes in helping other women and bringing other women in. And she asked me to be the co-chair. Was on the board with her, and then she asked me to be the co-chair because she has been the chair for the past 2 years. So we're having the
And it's a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. Caribbean Heritage Night. So it's going to be a wonderful celebration. We're singing the Haitian national anthem. There's going to be flags from different Caribbean cultures on the field. We have several individuals being recognized. So that's it. So I'm going to wrap that up there. So yeah, that's our show, my friend.
Already?
That's it. Like our
That went
producer,
by way too
our
fast.
producer's looking at us like, no,
He's
we're
like,
out of
"Let's
time.
go."
Like, yeah, he's like, you're like already. He's like, it's been already. So, as always, we got to thank the audience. Thank you all so much. We
love you. We
appreciate you.
appreciate you.
Thank you for all tuning in.
Absolutely.
For tuning, Lord. Thank you for tuning in, y'all. And we appreciate you. Make sure that you like, subscribe, do all the things, right? Shout out to our executive producer who keeps us on target and keeps us doing the thing.
Thank you, sir. We
I don't know
love
what
you.
that was. But I did.
It was good. Listen,
Like,
you a
okay.
hype man.
Oh,
We
yeah,
love it. We hyped
like,
him
yeah,
all up. Ain't
like
nothing wrong with that.
that.
Let's hype him up.
Hey, okay. And then remember, we are looking for sponsorships. So hit a sister up, hit a brother
if
up.
you or somebody you know wants
Yes.
to sponsor the show, get your name out there. Listen, we will show you mad love on air. Hit
Yes.
us up. There's no amount too big or
Yes.
too small. We ain't
Absolutely,
we're not greedy, we're
absolutely.
grateful.
Because
So
I
hit us
mean,
up.
you know some people who know some people who got some money.
Right.
All right. So yes. And then when's our next show?
Our next show is listen, I'm terrible with dates, but I think I'm gonna June 26th.
Yes, look at you.
Yay!
Yay!
June 26th.
All
Make
right.
sure you tune in Friday.
Yeah.
We look forward to seeing you then.
At 6 p.m. But until then, this is a Positively Suzanne.
And your boy, Manny.
I don't know, man. It was
The
like
Suzanne and Manny show.
Like this. No, but I'm like, what am I doing?
don't know.
Who am I?
I don't know. You turned into Flavor over there. Hyping it all up. You see it?
I was like,
Oh,
holla
what
at
are
you,
we
girl.
doing?
I don't know. The Suzanne and Manny show.
Girl.